Hi guys, it's Night Fear, and today I'm coming on to do part one of a whip parade idea that I had. I film on my phone and there's not a lot of space on it, so I can't do really long videos, even though I'd really like to. So I decided that I would kind of break up all my whips into like little sections, and at the very last one is going to be kind of a miscellaneous, and it's going to be whatever I can't fit into them. So today I'm going to do my Maynia starts, which is everything I started in Maynia this year in May, which was 12 new starts. I was trying to do one every other day, but towards the end I got kind of burnt out on starting things, believe it or not, and I just decided to go with what I had, and so I'm coming on to share that with you. I can't remember what FlossTube this is. I think it's 3 or 4. I forgot to look before I started this. And I'm sorry that there's been such a gigantic gap between the last FlossTube and this one. I got COVID in September, and my breathing is not also great. So sometimes I'll have to pause for a second to catch my breath. Sometimes it sounds like I'm sighing, but I'm not really sighing. I'm just trying to catch my breath. So, and talking kind of aggravates it a little bit, but it's fine. I'll be fine. I really want to start doing FlossTube videos again. So anyway, let's get on to the stitching. I started May 1st. I started strong. I started great. I started with Halloween Cat. This is by Satsuma Street. Now this is a new setup, so I'm not sure where to put everything, so it's going to be a little awkward, I'm sure, but we're just going to press through and get this done. So, but this is Halloween Cat. It's really cute. I saw Chris at Chris Cross Stitch do this one, and he finished it, and I loved it, and thought, I want to do that one too. So, I did mine on a Fortnite fabric. Let's get it so you can see. Not sure how well you can see the fabric, but it's like blue and purple. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous fabric. And this is 16 count. I won this at an auction, so unfortunately you can't get this. If you go on Facebook and you go on to their Facebook page, which is for Fortnite Fabrics. I think it's just Fortnite Fabrics. They hold auctions usually every Sunday. And sometimes usually it's every other Sunday that they go live, and I like to go live because they're a lot of fun. And anyway, so I won this at an auction. I'm very excited. But this is 16 count. I'm using all the call for DMC, except I'm adding, if you can see in the moon here, I'm adding, you probably can't really see it, but I'm adding in the moon, I'm adding DMC, it's E940, which is a glow-in-the-dark thread. So, and then I did also add a little bit of, I don't know if you can really see, I didn't have the orange, I have it now, but I didn't have the orange at the time. But then I used, and it was just a couple stitches, so I used Etoile on there. So, but I think it's going to be beautiful, and I really need to work on it. And I did work for this, on this for 2 days. Some of them I just started and put away. Some of them I was more inspired, and so I worked on them more than that. So, and a lot of times I get a lot of stitching done in my days because I'm at home a lot, because I'm there's my paper. I am disabled, and so I get to spend a lot of time stitching. And I'm putting them back in their bags, which are just Ziploc bags. So yeah. Okay, so the next project. Oh, okay. Can you see? Well, you're gonna see a little because I have a cheat sheet. So, I went through them all this morning and wrote everything down. Okay, so May 3rd, I started this one. This has had a lot of work because I'm doing this one for my boyfriend, and I absolutely love working on this one. I love the fabric. I love the design. I love everything about this pattern. But this is called Coffee Break, and it's by Design Works. So there it is. Let's see. The fabric is Fabric Flare, and it's 16 count, and it's called Waxing Moon. And like I said, I love it. It's really soft. It's a soft Aida. And these colors look absolutely gorgeous on it. I am doing all the called for DMC, except I have added, if you can see, I'm not sure if you can really, yeah, well, maybe. There is some sparkle like in that. There's some sparkle in here. There's a little sparkle in here. I'm doing that with Krynic, and it is the Krynic, this. It's this. And it is, I wrote down the number, 5760. So it just gives it, it's like a holographic, you probably can't see the sparkle on that. But anyway, so that's what I'm using, and I'm going to use it in each of the little coffee cups. What this is 12 coffee cups. It's 3 this way and 4 this way, 3 this way and 4 that way. Oh yeah, I was supposed to show you what it looked like. Okay, guys, this is. I am so sorry. Hold on one second. I got to grab my tablet here, and you can tell I'm really, really organized today. Okay, so let's show you the PDF. Oh, that's not going to work either. Because I forgot. I just have the... okay, so I'm just going to show you the mock-up. So this isn't a very great picture, because how I got this pattern is I looked it up on Etsy, and I bought it as a PDF, and obviously it wasn't a design work pattern, because this comes in a kit. So I didn't do it the right way, and then realized later that, yeah, this was a Design Works kit. So, yeah. But this is the kind of the mock-up of what it's going to look like. And it's different. And you can't see, there's back stitching in each one, because it'll tell you what it is, because this is like coffee. This is going to be shot in the dark. This one's Irish coffee. I can't remember what this one is. But anyway, so that's what it looks like in each of these little lines, is where the words are going to go. So I think the bottom one at the bottom is iced coffee, but I just really like it. I love the back stitch. I love, like I said, I just love everything about this particular pattern. And I'm just, you know, and this one I've been working on 9 days, so it does have a lot of work done on it. Excuse my hanging threads I have. Some I'm, you know, this is like back stitching. This is back stitch for back stitching. This is just, I have no idea. I think I was tired and wanted to go to bed, and then I just let this, I don't know, who knows, but I'll get back to it. Probably sooner rather than later, because like I said, I love this pattern. I mean, just so pretty. See if you can catch the sparkles. But yeah, so this was my start for that, for the coffee. And what's weird is I will occasionally drink iced coffee, but I don't really care for that. I mean, or not iced coffee. I'll drink like, yeah, I guess it is an iced coffee, but it has to have like a lot of creamer and stuff in it, because I don't really like the taste of coffee. So I'm one of those people that have like a, you know, half an inch of coffee and like 5 inches of creamer. Not really, but you know what I mean. Okay, so the next one, oh, I love this one too. The next one I started was May 5th. I started out the month doing pretty well on this. Hold on, I gotta get the picture. It was hard to get this together because I have the bags all sitting in a thing in order. Okay, so this is by Lavender and Lace. And this is what she's going to look like when she is done. Hopefully that'll come. It's probably kind of blurry for you. Okay, there we go. So that's what she's going to look like. Okay, now I got this piece of fabric. I am in Fortnite Fabrics, Fabric of the Month Club. I'm in the Cosmic Odyssey Club. I love the fabric. I love every one that I've been getting, that I've gotten so far. I started out getting half, and now I get a quarter because I really can't afford the half anymore. But as soon as I can, I'm going back up to half. But this is, oh, did I tell you? Her name is Angel of Summer. And this was, this is 16 count. It's Carina Nebula, because all of the Cosmic Odyssey are based on nebulas. And so you get this, it's opalescent. And then it's this beautiful purple, pinks, oranges, peaches, or not orange, but peach. And she just goes so well. And I started with the wing, and then I came down, and then I did her face, and I've backstitched her face. And I just think she's absolutely beautiful. Hold on, let me get, so I can get her a little closer so you can see her. She's gorgeous. I'm almost done with her head, with her hair. Well, I'm done with her face. I just need to do her hair. And then I've got this second wing, her back wing right here started. So, and I worked on her for 3 days. She's got, as you can see, she's got a lot of little confetti bits all in her. And then, you know, she's just gorgeous. I can't wait to continue her and to work on her. She is my first lavender and lace. She's my second fancy lady, but she's my first lavender and lace. Which you're not going to get my Mira in this one, but I do have one Mirabilia going right now. So hold on one second. Let me get her all tucked back in her bag so we don't lose her, because we don't want to lose her, mess her up. Okay, the next one. My daughter is very picky, and she, every time I show her a pattern, she's like, eh. And so I showed her this pattern, and she's like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get that pattern, and I'm going to stitch it. And so I got the pattern and started it, and she's like, eh. So I was like, oh, yeah, that really made sense. But I'm doing this one, which is The Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery. So if you can kind of see that, they're spooky, and I absolutely love it. Okay, why did that go all wonky? Okay. So anyway, it's The Collectors, and it's the Forsaken Forest Files, a history, and the Collectors. So it just tells a little bit about that. But I have this on PDF, which is good because I'm really liking Pattern Keeper. Kind of addicted, honestly. So I'll show you this one. I don't have a lot done on this one, but you can at least see the beginnings of one of the collectors. This is another Fortnite Fabrics. It's another one of my Fabric of the Month. This one is Heart and Soul Nebula, and it's 16 count because I noticed I'm partial to 16 count for some reason. But anyway, this is basically the shadows, so it's blacks and stuff like that. So I thought this fabric with the green and the gray and even the little bit of the pinky red going through, that it would be amazing for this pattern. I'm using the called fors as far as the floss, and I worked on it for 3 days. So let me kind of bring it a little, so you can kind of see it a little better. It's just so creepy. I just love it. Yeah. So, and I like how on the black, some of the opalescence, I don't know if you can see, but some of the opalescence is like coming through. So it's kind of makes the black a little sparkly. So it's kind of, I don't know. I just like sparkles. And since this one doesn't really have any Krynic or anything in it, you know, you have to get the sparkles how you can. I'm going to put him away. But yeah, if you guys are interested in the Fortnite Fabrics, it's Fort, F-O-R-T, Night, N-I-G-H-T, and then Fabrics. And just go on their website and you can check out. They have other clubs, other Fabric of the Month clubs, and they are amazing. Okay, May 9th. This one is the most pitiful start because I started on it and it just wasn't, whoops, it wasn't what I wanted to do. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to put this up because I don't want to, you know, get frustrated and just stop cross stitching. So this is Fall Fairy, and it is a Dimension Gold kit. I'm sure you guys have seen it because a lot of people are stitching it. And my little pit, now Dimensions kits, I always start in the middle. Most of the time, I don't know if you've noticed, most of the time I start in the left hand corner. The Lavender and Lace, I started in the center, not in the middle, but I started the center top because her wings, it was going to be too hard to count down and everything. So I started center, top, you know, I think she's 3 inches down. But my kits, I always start, start in the middle, and I have no idea how this goes. I think this might, excuse me, go like this. I'd have to look at the pattern to see. I think it goes like this. It either goes like this, or it probably goes like that, maybe. I don't know. It's like, it was one day, it's 98 stitches. That's it. That's all. It's not a very big start. I think I did one. No, it had to have been 2 lengths of thread, I think. But yeah, that's my pitiful start on Fall Fairy. And I love her. That's the thing. I don't understand why I didn't stitch more on her. It's very disappointing. Very sad. Poor Fall Fairy. But of course, she's got beads and she's got gold metallic thread. She's got all the things because it's a gold collection. And so she's got half stitches and, you know, all the fun things that Dimension with gold kits you have. So yeah, so that's her. Okay, so then on May 11th, this is a fun one. I watch, I don't know her name. She's in England and she's lovely. Mama GB, Mama Loves You GB, I think is her name, if I remember right. And she usually does like free stuff. Oh, I gotta get mine. She'll tell you, you know, people with free patterns, and she mentioned one time Brooks Books. And so I went on there and got a bunch of patterns. But one of the ones I got, oh, I can't, okay, hold on. One of the ones I got was, oh, fudge, okay. I'm gonna have to, okay. I got the whole set of these, which is autumn, spring, summer, and winter. So it's the pantries. These are seasonal pantries. And the first one I started was autumn pantry. Because I love fall. It's one of my favorite seasons. And so I started autumn pantry. And I started it on a piece of artistry, or not artistry, Artiste. It's the Hobby Lobby brand, and it's a 14 count silver. And I finished it. It's mostly called for DMC. And then I added the beads, and then I added this Kreinik, and I don't remember. It's a goldish black Kreinik, because I wanted some Kreinik in there for the lids for the jars. So as you can see, I have a lot of beads. I have beads in each one of the vegetables. I have beads in the corners. So yeah, so this is a start and a finish. It took 6 days. And of course I was working on, sometimes I'd work on this and something else. I do that sometimes too, where I work on 2 things. But yeah, I don't know how I'm going to finish this yet. And if you can see in the corner, really, really tiny, probably can't even see it. My initials, I stuck them in there, MZ. So yeah, but that's my little start and finish. I'll set that there because I have to get some other thingies out of there too, because I started some of the other ones. Okay, May 13th. We're over halfway, guys. Or we're just at halfway. So, 13th. Of course, for my 13th, I had to do a spooky kind of Halloween-y kind of start. And so I was like, I got this, and I've been slowly kitting her up. She's actually not fully kitted yet. I'm still missing a bunch of stuff for her. But I had to start Bellatrix by Filipina. This is all Gary from Sunshine Stitchery. No, not Sunshine Stitchery. Sunshine Stitchers. That's their website and or their YouTube channel. And then Gowron Stitchery is his business. But anyway, so I had to start this. I saw this on his channel, and I was like, oh, she's gorgeous. And then the candles and the book stitched is just absolutely beautiful. And so this is my first Bella Filipina, sorry. And this is my third Fancy Lady. So this is my teeny tiny little start. It's got some Krynic, and then the top, the very top. It's this corner right here. This was just one day, 162 stitches. I just wanted to get her started, and for some reason I just haven't felt, I mean, I love her, I love this design, but there's some other ones that I've been stitching. I've been stitching some Hades, which I will do going to do a Hade. It's going to be one of my parts, and show you all the Hades I've been stitching. But yeah, but I'm going to come back to her because I love her and I want her, you know, and I think it's because I need to do the border and then, you know, and then count down, or, you know, stitch down to get to her. And once I get to her, I think I'm going to be more inspired. But right now it's just border, and border is boring. Oh, yes. I forgot to tell you. This is Seraphim Fabrics 16 count flagstone. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's like a purple. I don't know if you can see. It's like a purpley gray, and it's really gorgeous. Just modeled just a little bit. So it's almost like what they have here, but I couldn't get the fabric, and I can't remember what it calls for, but I couldn't find that fabric anywhere, and so this was the closest that I could find. So yeah, and then so I'm doing all the called for, the DMC, the Krynic, the beads, all that is called for. And then I told you it was one day. So yeah. So as you can see, my projects, they're either 16 count or 14 count. I'm just, and I am an Aida girl. You will never ever see me stitch on anything but Aida. I'd have no desire to stitch on anything else but Aida. Aida serves me well. I don't care. Sorry for the rustling. I don't really care for me to stitch. I love to see other people, but I'm not a, what are they called? I'll find the word and I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, I hate when I do that. All right, so, the next one, May 16th, I started on Spring Pantry, which is, which I showed you the pattern. So I've got some of the bunny done, and then some of the pots for the plants. This one is on the same. It's artist Hobby Lobby 14 count silver. I'm using mostly called for, and then I'm adding the beads. This one is going to have beads to it too. I can't remember where I was going to put the beads, but I am putting the beads, and I just worked one day on this, and I got 431 stitches in. So, but yeah, see, it's gonna, yep. Little bunny's so cute. But yeah, that's the spring one to go along with my autumn one, the Spring Pantry. Okay, so then May 17th, samplers. There we go. I'm sorry. That's the word I was looking for. I'm not a sampler stitcher, mostly. So I don't really have to worry about only stitching on Aida, because pretty much, you know, everything I want to stitch, I can stitch on Aida. So anyway, so May 17th, I got this pattern. I saw this pattern, and I was like, oh, I like autumn. And so this is Let's Breeze into Autumn by Ursula Michael, and it's, I guess, distributed by Imaginating. And I think I got this on 1 2 3 stitch, I think. Probably. Sorry about the outside noise. We have the windows open. It's nice this morning. It's going to get hotter later, so we wanted to enjoy the breeze while we could. So I got another very, very small start, because this is mostly, if you can tell, this is mostly a back stitch piece with very little cross stitching. It's mostly back stitch. So I wanted to get it started. And so I'm just going to kind of work here and there. I usually do not count back stitching, because it's hard to count. I mean, it's hard enough to count X's, but back stitching is a pain. But I did count this, and so it's 126 stitches. So you double that, and that's how many there are here. Because, yeah, I counted 2 for 1 kind of, so I knew how many stitches. Because you're supposed to, an X is 2 stitches, and so you're supposed to count 2 for 1. So this fabric is the Artist brand, Hobby Lobby. It's a 16 count, and it's an ivory. For simple things, I just usually get just this brand. It's nice. It's not too bad. It's not really heavy. It's not really, I mean, it's kind of rough a little, but it works and it stitches nicely. So I get that. So I started, like I said, very small start on that one, but I can't wait to continue it and to get it up for autumn time, because that's when my birthday is. And so maybe that's why I like, well, not, I guess not technically, is it? Yeah, 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 it's right before autumn, right before autumn. So, okay, then my next one is another pantry piece. The last one, I didn't start winter. Winter was the only one I didn't start. I do have a piece of fabric for winter, but I haven't started it yet. Well, but see, I have this big piece, and so obviously winter will fit on there too. So anyway, so summer, I have the top border and some of the pie done for summer. So this one I worked, oh, I told you only one. Okay. Summer Pantry, May 20th. This is another freebie by Brooks Books. This is the Artistry 14 count silver, mostly called for DMC and beads. I stitched one day and I got 171 stitches. So I did that in one day. So I really need to get back and finish these pantry, because what I'm going to do is, I've seen some people do this where they put magnets on them and put them up on a board, or, they find something to put them up on, and then they switch them out. And that's what I want to do with those. I have never finished a piece in my life. So I'm a little nervous about that, but we will figure it out. There's enough tutorials that I will figure it out. Okay, I've got 2 more. This is one of my favorites. I love this piece. I love I'm excited about the way I decided to do this, which is not how it's necessarily charted. It is, but it's not. Did I get the right one? Yes, I did. Okay, so this is a quilt for every season, which is, I'm calling it my seasonal quilts. And I started the summer quilt for May 22nd, if I didn't say that. I worked on it for 2 days, which doesn't seem like I got a lot done. But this is another Fortnite Fabrics. It's going to be 16 count. This is Flame Nebula. It's another fabric of the month. I'm using all the called for DMC. And I will show you this over here in a minute. But this is my start on this quilt. I got just a corner. So it's this part here. Whoop. This part here going that way. So as you can see, I didn't get that much done. But how I'm doing this is, if you look, there is a quilt for every season. Oh, this is Stony Creek, if I didn't tell you. Stony Creek collection. I got a couple of these. I can't even remember where I got them. I got 2 on, or somebody was destashing 2 of them. That's what interested me. And then I had to go search for the other 2 because I wanted all of them. So there is spring, summer, which I showed you, fall, which is gorgeous. Look at that sunflower. And then winter, which I don't like the colors in the winter, so I'm going to try to switch it out and play with that one a little bit. But the way I'm doing it is I'm doing it all on one piece. So it's going to be, this is going to be the summer or the spring section, and then summer is going to be, because this piece is fabric is huge. This piece of fabric is huge. So I have plenty of room. So it's going to be spring, summer, and then fall down there, and then winter, which I haven't started on yet. So you see, so you're kind of, I will show this probably again in a different part of my thing, but this is the spring. So I got one of the quilt blocks. This is done. This is done. This one's almost done. So then this will be in each of the corners. And then I got to finish my barn. And then there's the big quilt, you know, and then so they have different sayings. So this one says, the summer or the spring says, spring, take time each season to imagine and dream. Summer says, summer, take time each season to laugh and play. Autumn, take time each season to be thankful and pray. And then winter, take time each season for comfort and peace. And I like it because if you notice in the background, this one has a barn. This one has a barn. This one is like a seashore type thing. This one is a school. And then winter is a church. And so I like how that, you know, the different backgrounds, or there's different like parts of a life, and it has a lot of back stitching. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, that has, this one, like I said, this one is finished. This part right here is finished, and you can see how much back stitching, like everything is back stitched. The quilt block has back stitching in it. The barn, as you can see, I have a little piece here that I just need to back stitch. I need to fill in this tree part right here. And so this little piece is going to be just a little antenna, and it's just only going to take a couple, but I mean, there's no sense in saving another thread. So, but yeah, I can't wait to have this done and hang it up. I just decided I wanted it framed all as one piece instead of 4 separate. I don't know why. I just decided that I wanted it that way. Okay, so the very last one was May 25th. I got this book at Hobby Lobby because, now look, I do not have an LNS except for an hour away. I have like different ones. I have one in Johnson City. I have one, there's a couple in Knoxville, there's a couple in Sevierville, you know, but they're all an hour away. And especially now with gas prices, I just don't have the money. So I have the only store, either go to Walmart, which they're limited, or Hobby Lobby. So, you know, don't give me poop for going to Hobby Lobby. I know. But this is Whimsical Cross Stitch. And it has the cutest designs. I'm going to have to cover because you can see pattern. But I'm doing this little guy down here. Can you see? I just don't want to show the pattern, but that little guy right there is what I'm doing. Okay. And then I still have him on my hoop. I worked one day, did 377 stitches, doing mostly called for. A couple of the threads I didn't have. I didn't feel like going to Hobby Lobby to get them because I wanted to start this. And so I just went on, I looked up substitute DMC, and I found a website where it tells you the closest ones, DMC to a DMC. And so that's how I did it. I'm also using, if you can see, I'm also using some sparkly floss, and I can't remember what sparkly floss I'm using, and I didn't write that down here. And then I'm using the gold, and this is just artisty thread, the gold. But yeah, so I'm gonna, and I'm thinking about finishing, not in this hoop, because this hoop was kind of expensive, but I'm thinking about getting one of the wood hoops, or I've seen those brown kind of marbly hoops that people are using now. to frame their stuff in. And I'm thinking about maybe getting one of those to put this in. But our kitchen is done in bees. And it's yellow, and we have yellow and blue stuff, but it's mostly bees, and there's a couple of roosters because my boyfriend likes roosters. But anyway, like I said, this is Whimsical Cross Stitch, and this is another one of the piece of the artist Hobby Lobby, the 14 count silver, because it's what I had, because I had I wasn't sure what I was going to do or how I was going to do the pantries, and I didn't realize just how small they were because I really wasn't paying attention at the time. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, I bought a couple extra pieces of fabric, the silver, and so I decided it would look nice on this. And so, yeah, there's my bee. All right, guys. Well, that's my 12 projects I did for Maynia. Absolutely loved it. I don't think I would ever do the 31 starts. I don't think I could do a start a day. That was a little, that would be a little impossible for me. But I did really enjoy, you know, the process and being part of a group and stuff like that. So, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you've gotten this far and listening to my ramblings, because it's been so long, that's why I'm not doing a regular floss tube, that I'm kind of doing, like I said, this WIP parade. And once I get that done, then I'm going to try to start doing floss tubes maybe once a week or maybe once every other week. I do stitch a lot. I usually stitch about anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 stitches every week. So I do work on quite a few projects. I'm not one that has a rotation. I just kind of work on what I feel like. So yeah, and I hate being on camera. So I'm probably going to film most of my videos like this. I will maybe every once in a while get on camera. Because I know most floss tubers do that, but I have a lot of issues, and I'm not comfortable with being on camera a lot. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, or if you guys are stitching on any of these and kind of want to stitch them together, you know, I do have, you know, Messenger or on Instagram. On Instagram, I'm nightfear_reads. I'm not the greatest at promoting that kind of stuff, but I do post on there every once in a while, and I'm not great at posting there either, but I do post books I'm reading sometimes if I really like the book, and every once in a while you'll see a picture of my kids. You'll see you'll see cross stitching. So it's just kind of and you'll see sometimes my beading and stuff that I do. So all right, guys, well, I think this video is long enough, and I don't want to jinx it and have my phone die on me. So please remember to always be kind to one another, and I'll see you again. So bye.